Did you know that a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine claims that intermittent fasting can help improve lifespan and brain health? Quite a bold claim, isn't it? But hold on, there's more to this story than meets the eye. Intermittent fasting, a dietary approach where one cycles between periods of eating and fasting, has gained significant traction in recent years. And it's not without reason. A myriad of research indicates that this eating pattern has profound effects on our health and well-being. Let's talk numbers. According to a study published in the journal Cell Metabolism, individuals practicing intermittent fasting experienced weight loss of up to 8% over a period of 8 to 24 weeks. That's quite a significant reduction, especially considering that these results were achieved without changing what was eaten, only when. But the benefits of intermittent fasting extend beyond just weight management. An array of studies suggest that it can enhance cognitive function as well. A study published in the Journal of Molecular Neurodegeneration found that intermittent fasting can improve learning and memory, and may even protect against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. The health perks don't stop there. Intermittent fasting has also been linked to reduced inflammation, a key contributor to chronic diseases. A study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that intermittent fasting can decrease levels of inflammatory markers, potentially reducing the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease and cancer. Last but certainly not least, intermittent fasting might just hold the key to a longer life. Research in the journal Nature Communications suggests that intermittent fasting can extend lifespan, possibly by activating cellular repair processes and improving metabolic health. Interesting, isn't it? Now that we have piqued your curiosity, let's delve deeper into the world of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting isn't a diet, but a pattern of eating. It's a way of scheduling your meals so that you get the most out of them. Intermittent fasting, to put it simply, is an eating plan where you cycle between periods of eating and fasting. Instead of determining what foods to eat, it focuses on when you should eat them. So it's not a diet in the conventional sense, but more accurately a dietary pattern. There are several different ways to do intermittent fasting, but the most popular ones include the 16-8 method, the 5-2 method, and the eat-stop-eat method. The 16-8 method involves fasting every day for 14 to 16 hours and limiting your daily eating window to 8 to 10 hours. During the eating window, you can fit in 2, 3, or more meals. This method is also known as time-restricted feeding. The 5-2 method, on the other hand, involves eating normally for 5 days of the week, then restricting your calorie intake to 500 to 600 calories for the other 2 days. The eat-stop-eat method is a bit more extreme. It involves a 24-hour fast once or twice a week. In contrast to traditional diets, intermittent fasting doesn't restrict what foods you can eat, but rather when you can eat them. It's less about cutting out all the foods you love and more about finding a balanced way to consume them. But it's important to keep in mind that while intermittent fasting doesn't restrict what you eat, it's not an excuse to gorge on junk food during your eating periods. To get the most out of intermittent fasting, it's still vital to eat a balanced diet filled with nutritious foods. Intermittent means sporadic or irregular, and that's exactly what this kind of fasting is, a conscious decision to skip certain meals in a systematic way. It's not about starving yourself, but rather learning to manage your eating patterns in a healthier, more efficient way. Now that we know what intermittent fasting is, it's time to discover how we can implement it. Starting intermittent fasting can be simple. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you. Let's begin with the first step, setting your goals. Why do you want to try intermittent fasting? Is it for weight loss, improved mental clarity, or perhaps better gut health? Being clear about your goal will not only motivate you, but also help you track your progress and make necessary adjustments along the way. The second step is to choose the type of fasting that suits you best. There are several types of intermittent fasting, each with its own pattern of eating and fasting. The 16-8 method involves fasting for 16 hours and eating within an 8-hour window. The 5-2 method involves eating normally for 5 days and reducing calorie intake to about 500 calories for 2 non-consecutive days a week. The Eat Stop Eat method involves a 24-hour fast once or twice a week. And finally, the alternate day fasting involves fasting every other day. You might be thinking, how do I choose? Well, it's all about preference and what fits best into your lifestyle. If you're a breakfast lover, the 16-8 method might not be for you. But if you're someone who can skip breakfast without feeling deprived, it could be a good fit. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach here. Now let's move on to the third step, planning your meals. This is crucial to ensure that you're getting the necessary nutrients within your eating window. You might be tempted to eat anything and everything since you're fasting, but the goal here is not to overeat or undereat. Incorporate a balance of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates into your meals, along with plenty of fruits and vegetables for fiber and vitamins. And don't forget to have some delicious and fulfilling meals planned to keep you motivated. The fourth step is to stay hydrated. Water is your best friend when it comes to fasting. It helps to keep hunger pangs at bay and keeps your body functioning optimally. However, do remember that beverages with calories break your fast, so stick to plain water, black coffee, or unsweetened tea during your fasting hours. The fifth and final step is to listen to your body's response. Every person's body reacts differently to intermittent fasting. You might feel great and energetic, or you might feel a bit sluggish or dizzy in the beginning. These are normal responses as your body adjusts to the new eating pattern. If you're feeling unwell or if the fasting is causing you stress, it might be best to reconsider your approach or seek professional advice. To sum it all up, starting intermittent fasting involves setting clear goals, choosing a fasting method that suits your lifestyle, planning nutrient-dense meals, staying hydrated, and paying attention to your body's response. It's not about starving or depriving yourself, but rather about finding a sustainable way to improve your health and well-being. Remember, the key is to make it work for you and your lifestyle. It might take some time to adjust, and that's perfectly okay. Intermittent fasting is not a quick fix, but a lifestyle change. So be patient with yourself and remember to celebrate your small victories along the way. And that concludes our step-by-step guide to starting intermittent fasting. In the next scene, we'll talk about some common... While intermittent fasting can be beneficial, it's crucial to avoid common mistakes to reap its full benefits. Let's dive right into the common pitfalls that can hinder the effectiveness of your intermittent fasting journey. The first mistake is skipping water. Yes, you heard it right. Despite the name, fasting does not mean abstaining from all forms of sustenance. Water is a crucial element in our body, making up more than half of our body weight. It's responsible for carrying nutrients, regulating body temperature, and even helping with digestion. So even while fasting, it's essential to keep your body hydrated. Dehydration can lead to headaches, fatigue, and even trigger hunger pangs, which might make your fasting period considerably more challenging. Another common mistake is not eating enough during eating windows. While it may seem logical to cut down on calories while fasting, it's essential to remember that your body still needs fuel to function. Eating too little during your feeding window can lead to nutrient deficiencies, slow down your metabolism, and even lead to muscle loss. It's not just about when you eat, but also what and how much you eat. During your eating window, make sure to consume a balanced diet rich in proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Next, let's talk about overdoing physical activity. Exercise is an integral part of a healthy lifestyle, but when combined with intermittent fasting, it's important to strike the right balance. Over-exercising while fasting can lead to burnout, decreased performance, and even injury. Listen to your body. If you're feeling weak or fatigued, it might be a sign that you're pushing yourself too hard. Instead, opt for light activities such as walking or yoga during your fasting period, and save the intense workouts for your feeding window. Many people also fall into the trap of expecting immediate results. Intermittent fasting is not a magic cure. It's a lifestyle change. It can take some time for your body to adjust to this new eating pattern and for the benefits to become noticeable. Be patient and remember, slow and steady wins the race. Additionally, some people think that they can eat whatever they want during their eating window. This is a significant misconception. Just because you're fasting doesn't mean you can indulge in unhealthy foods. Remember, the goal of intermittent fasting is not just to lose weight, but also to lead a healthier lifestyle. So, try to stick to nutrient-dense foods that will nourish your body and keep you feeling satisfied. Lastly, let's not forget about the importance of sleep. Many people underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. Lack of sleep can interfere with your hunger hormones, making you feel hungrier and potentially leading to overeating during your eating window. Try to get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night to keep your hormones balanced and your body refreshed. So, there you have it. Avoiding these common mistakes can help you maximize the benefits of intermittent fasting. Remember, everyone's body is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. Listen to your body, be patient, and don't be afraid to adjust your fasting schedule or routine if needed. Avoiding these mistakes can help you to maximize the benefits of intermittent fasting. Success in intermittent fasting doesn't happen overnight, but with these tips, you can make the journey easier. One of the first things to remember is to start slow. It's not about jumping into the deep end, but rather gradually pacing yourself. If you've never fasted before, beginning with a 12-hour fast and slowly increasing the duration over time can be a beneficial approach. This allows your body to adjust to this new eating pattern, reducing the chances of adverse reactions. Consistency is key in this journey. Like any other health regimen, intermittent fasting requires you to be disciplined and maintain a steady schedule. You can't expect results if you're fasting one day, then eating normally the next. Consistency also helps your body adapt to the new eating pattern, making it easier for you to stick to the plan. Next, always listen to your body. If you're feeling dizzy, overly tired, or experiencing other negative symptoms, it's important to take a step back and assess. This is not about punishing your body, but about finding a balance that works for you. It's okay to modify your fasting hours, or even take a break if your body signals that it needs it. Hydration is crucial during fasting periods. Water, herbal teas, and other non-caloric drinks can keep you hydrated without breaking your fast. Remember, while you're abstaining from eating during certain periods, it's not a fast from fluids. Lastly, don't hesitate to seek medical advice if needed. If you have any underlying health conditions or are on medication, it's crucial to consult with a healthcare professional before embarking on this journey. They can provide personalized advice and monitor your health as you progress with intermittent fasting. Remember, the goal of intermittent fasting is not just about weight loss or other health benefits. It's also about fostering a healthier relationship with food and understanding your body's needs better. With these tips, you're well on your way to enjoying the benefits of intermittent fasting. You may still have some questions about intermittent fasting. Here are some common queries answered. Firstly, is intermittent fasting safe? The answer is generally yes. Most research indicates that for healthy, well-nourished adults, intermittent fasting is safe. However, not everyone should fast. For individuals with certain health conditions like diabetes or low blood pressure, or for those who are pregnant or nursing, fasting may not be advisable. It's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare provider before starting a new dietary regimen. Next, does intermittent fasting slow down metabolism? Contrary to what some might believe, intermittent fasting does not slow down metabolism. In fact, some studies suggest that it may even boost metabolic rate, helping your body burn calories more efficiently. However, prolonged periods of very low-calorie intake can lead to a slower metabolism. That's why it's important to ensure you're still getting adequate nutrition during your eating windows. The third question we often hear is, can anyone do intermittent fasting? The answer is, not necessarily. While many people can safely incorporate intermittent fasting into their lifestyles, it's not suitable for everyone. Children, teenagers, pregnant or breastfeeding women, people with certain medical conditions, and those with a history of eating disorders should not practice intermittent fasting without medical supervision. Another common query is, will intermittent fasting make me feel weak or fatigued? While some people may initially experience feelings of weakness or fatigue as their bodies adjust to a new eating schedule, these symptoms typically subside after a few days. It's crucial to listen to your body and adjust your fasting schedule or dietary intake as needed. Lastly, does intermittent fasting mean I can eat whatever I want in my eating window? While intermittent fasting does provide more flexibility than some diets, it's still important to prioritize nutritious, balanced meals. Consuming a diet high in processed foods and sugar can negate many of the potential health benefits of intermittent fasting. Remember, when it comes to health, there's no such thing as a silly question. We've come a long way in our exploration of intermittent fasting. It's a fascinating realm of health and wellness, isn't it? We've unveiled the mystery behind intermittent fasting and how it's not just a diet trend, but a lifestyle change that can bring about significant health benefits. We've walked you through the steps to embark on your own intermittent fasting journey and shared some common pitfalls to sidestep. We've even sprinkled in some handy tips to help ensure your success on this path. We've also addressed some frequently asked questions, dispelling myths and providing clarity. But remember, this is just the beginning. There's a whole world of health and wellness out there waiting for you to discover. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the Wellness for All TV channel and click the notification bell to stay updated on more health-related content. Remember, your health is your wealth.